Hey guys, I'm back and with an organization video. So I wanted to share what I've been doing, and this is just more for people to see how my stuff is organized, because I think some people are curious sometimes about how you do that, or how I do it maybe, and maybe give them ideas on what they can do with their own. Okay, so I've been organizing my stamps and dies. They were organized into bins already, but I hadn't labeled them yet, and I had been trying to figure out how am I going to label stuff that I use or don't use as often, and how do I want it organized. So this is how I do it, and again, this may not be something that is good for you, because everybody has a different way of thinking about how to organize their stuff. So just take it for what it is, and obviously how I've labeled my things may be different from how you want to label your things, okay? So just remember that when you're looking at the video. So all of my stamps and dies that I have stored over here are stored in these types of bins, and this bin I'm sharing with you is from Target. Here's the sticker that's on the bottom, and you can see shoptarget.com. It is 13 and 9/16 inches long by 6 1/4 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches tall. Okay, so my stamps and dies are in here, and they're stored, sometimes they're stored in different directions. Like they'll be stored 2 sets side by side like this, or sometimes if there's small sets, they can be stored from front to back like this. But they're always in the shelf, you know, with the bin in there lengthwise, because the shelves that I use are actually Billy Book shelves from IKEA, and they do have the add-on unit at the top. I will show the bookshelves later on in this video so that you can actually see what it looks like. But if you haven't seen it before, it's not different. I didn't update them recently. I just basically am organizing. So I've been trying to figure out, how do I label these bins so that I know what's in them. And at the bottom, I was putting a label right here to indicate what they were, but I found that that would only hold one label, and sometimes some of the bins had more than one type of item in them, and I wanted to show that. Not every bin is like that, but some of them were. So instead of doing that, I decided I would use these Avery dividers and cut them down. They're inexpensive, so that was the other thing. I don't remember how much these cost, but these are from Walmart. They're the 11/388 Avery labels. They come with these tabs, and there's 8 of them in different colors, and I've used these in drawers. That's not what I'm here showing you today, but because I bought so many and I didn't need them for all the drawers that I had plenty of extras to cut down. And these are actually clear, not clear, but transparent, translucent. They're not opaque. In other words, you can see my hand behind it, right? And they're plastic. They're pretty sturdy. If you want something more sturdy, obviously this is not the way to go. But this is easy to cut with my Fiskars bypass trimmer. I can cut 2 at a time without getting, you know, weird cuts. So I cut 2 at a time, and when I do this, because of the size that I've cut them down to, which is just shy of 5 by 7, these are perfect for the bins that I just showed you. So they stand in the bin just like this, and they face out. And I'll show you the bookcase so that you can see what they look like. But I cut these down, and you can get two per divider, because all I do is cut off the tab, and then I'll cut off the ring side, and then you can get 2 per sheet if you're looking at it this way, side by side. So there's a little bit of extra. But because there's 8 in here, you can get, 16 dividers out of this for a very good price. Rather than some of the, I know that there's actually stamp stores that sell dividers now. I'm not going down that road because I'm not going to spend more than I need to. I'd rather buy stamps and dies, honestly. So I did color code them too. So what I've done is I purchased from Amazon, and these are all my different, I have a P-Touch labeler And the P-Touch labeler, you can buy different colored tapes for it. So this is a clear laminated one, so you can actually see through this label, which is not what you want for the bin. Well, I didn't want that. I wanted to be able to have, by looking at the bin, know what's in it somewhat. So I bought a multi-pack of different colors. And you can kind of see, I have yellow, I have pink and blue, and I also have a hot pink and a white, which are not open yet because I wasn't using those. And there's a purple one. You can see that one. So my coloring scheme, in case anybody wants to know, I don't think you care, but the blue are my paper tray ink stamps and dies, and the whole bin is paper tray ink, basically. Why did I go with blue? It's because it's the color that's closest to their colors. I didn't have one that was like teal, so I chose the blue. And I have a lot of stamps and dies from this store, so that is the reason why that color is only paper tray ink. I also have yellow, which is the Greetery, fairly new store. I only have 2 bins of this, but I know that this is probably going to go and grow, and it's because, you know, Betsy Veldman used to work for Paper Tray Ink, and I love her style and her design, so probably going to grow much more too. The pink. Pink actually means that whatever's on the label is from one company. Okay, so this is me categorizing, or either showing it the name of the company, or it'll have like a different theme or something like that. But that means that it is from one company. Okay, and then purple means that whatever is on the label, they're from various companies. So I have printed labels for sentiments. I have a bin that just has sentiments in it, and they're from different companies. I have standalone dies that are from different companies all together in one bin. Birthday. I have a whole bunch of birthday stamps that are from one company that are in a bin. Unicorns and mermaids. Yep, got lots of those. And I have some houses. Now, again, this is something that, as I said earlier, is specific to how you think about how your stuff is organized. If you organize, and you can tell, I do some of my organizing by company, and I do some of my organizing by category. I think of both sometimes when I'm trying to look for something. So you have to think about how you, in your mind, would like to look for something. When you go to look for a stamp or a die, are there things that stick out to you from a certain company first? Maybe you want to organize all of your stuff for MFT into a bin because you have lots of MFT things. I don't know, but because you have a labeler, you can obviously customize it. So that's, you know, that's the idea here, is think about how you do it, not how I do it, because I'm not the one in your craft room. But this is some of the labels that I still need to add to some bins. And these are actually for a double size bin, because I have some of those as well that I haven't finished organizing. So yeah, I have those. I just wanted to show you what I was using to make these dividers, and also show you that they fit into the bin this way purposely, because the bin is always facing out like this. It's actually at the front of the bin like this, and then the stamps and dies are right behind it. So I'm gonna pause the video for a second until and kind of angle the camera so that you can actually see the bookcase. 1 second. Hey guys, so I'm back. I hope you can see this well enough, but here's my hand. This is actually right behind my desk in my stamp area. And you can see that there's rows and rows of these bins. There's actually, I'll put a picture of the bookcase in here towards the end of the video. But you can see there's a row of 5 bins per bookshelf, and each, like I said, this is a Billy bookcase from IKEA, and the shelves are adjustable up and down. This happens to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shelves in it. but you could probably fit more, and you can buy extra shelves because they're height adjustable. There are 2 shelves that are stable. They don't move because they're for the stability or the structure of the bookcase. But I just wanted to mention that these are from IKEA, and they have the add-on unit on top to give me extra storage space at the top. That top shelf of this bookcase doesn't actually have stamps and dies in it. It's just my shaker dies, as well as shaker sequins and stuff like that. But this is what I wanted to show you. If you can actually read this one right here, it says "Put me away," and it's in purple. So I know that see, I'm not perfect, you guys. When I get stuff in, because I've ordered a lot of stuff and I don't want to put it away, rather than stacking it on my desk, I put it in one of my bins. And when I get the feeling to clean up, I go through this bin and put stuff away, or I'll pick something out of there and use it. So this is stuff that comes in because I've ordered it and I haven't put it away. So you can tell that I am not one of those people who's like totally clean freak. Not like that at all. But you can see I have tailored expressions over on the left, or this is in pink, which means that bin only has tailored expressions items in them. This one says tags and sentiments. So that one is from different companies, and it has dies for tags and sentiments. And to the left, I have 2 PTI bins. So I know those are both bins specifically for paper tray ink, and there's lots of different themes inside of those bins. Some of the bins are not organized like that, like the shelf above it. Those are all flower stamps and dies from paper tray ink. So yeah, that's a lot. And the nice thing about this, which I will point out, and I don't know if you guys are thinking about this, is that right now it's summertime. But as the season changes, I can take the bins out and move them around in this unit so that I can have, there's another bookcase here to the right, I can have my Christmas dies right behind me and work on Christmas and fall things, and move the flowers over so that they're further away. So all I have to do is just rearrange the bins, and they're still labeled, and off I go. It's not a whole lot of reorganization just to get something that's closer to me. So that's something to consider when you are working in any sort of crafting, is that you have the supplies you need close by you that you want to work with, so that anytime you decide you want to do some crafting, it's very easy to get to. Not only that, but it's also easy to put away. I'm guilty of not putting away stuff once I've used it, and then things start to pile up. And it's still true of organizing this way, but it's a lot faster and a lot easier. That's something I noticed recently after I put up my new craft desk, which I showed in another video. If it's easier for me to put things away, I'm more apt to doing it right away, right after I'm done crafting, or very soon after. Because I'm one of those people that doesn't always put my toys away. So the easier it is to do that, the sooner I'll do it. And then it won't pile up on my desk. And then I'll be like, oh, I don't want to craft because I have to clean first. Because cleaning is never fun. I can tell you that. I don't know too many people that enjoy cleaning. There are some people that do, but I'm not one of them again. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Sorry, I had to stop the video because I started coughing. But just to show you what I've been working on. And like I said, I did color coordinate the labels to things that I wanted to have labeled. And, you know, this one actually has 2 sets of different things. I put my slimline dies towards the front, which is why that label is at the top of this particular divider. And then at the back of that is the Stamp Market stamps and dies for Christmas. And that is because I have another bin here of the Stamp Market items. Now, not all of my Stamp Market stamps and dies are in these 2 bins. Some of them are in flower bins that are over to this side. And that's just because I chose to split them up and not keep them all together. But again, you should organize the way that you think about your craft supplies. So if you don't have these same categories, that's fine. you may not think about it the way I do, but you should label them the way that you would go looking for them. So that's just a little tip. And again, as I said, it's close to my desk. It's right behind my desk, so where I sit. So all I have to do is turn around and look for something. If I'm looking for a die, it'll likely be close by. So anyway, that's my organizing for now. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. In the comments below, and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.